Right, welcome to story time. We have a wee book called Scaredy Mouse, don't we? And would you like Daddy to read it to you?
Yes.
Right, here we go.
I got a little tiny green bunny.
You have got the tiny green bunny. Right. In a small hole behind a cupboard under the stairs lived a large family of mice. The youngest was called Squeak. Squeak was a small mouse, a scared mouse. A stay-at-home mouse. Cover your wee mouth. Alright. One evening, Squeak was woken up by his sister, Nibbles. "Let's go to the kitchen," she said. "I've just seen something yummy."
Daddy, that not silly.
Not silly.
No.
Would you like me to do it in a Northern Irish accent?
Yeah.
Right. A chocolate cake was as big as a wheel. Still Scottish, actually. Right. Squeak loved chocolate, but he was very scared. "What if I get lost?" he worried. "What if we meet the big ginger cat with green eyes?" "The ginger cat's asleep," said Nibbles. "And I know how to stop you getting lost." Nibbles fetched a big ball of string and tied one end
Daddy.
round Squeak.
Daddy, who's that?
It's a wee thing.
That might be a leopard.
There, she said, "all you have to do is follow a string and you'll find your way home." They scurried out of the mouse hole into the dark, shadowy hall. Squeak kept close to Nibbles, trailing the string behind him. But as they crossed the hall, Squeak saw a long, stripy tail. "It's the cat! It's the cat!" he cried. Squeak, "Round this way and that, harum scarum, round and back." "Don't be silly," said. "It's only a scarf." Slowly, Squeak came out of his hiding place. Through the dining room scampered Nibbles and Squeak, under the table and under the chairs. But just as Squeak was about to eat the biscuit crumb, he saw two eyes gleaming in the dark. "It's the cat! It's the cat!" he cried. "Squeak, round this way and that, harum scarum, round and back." "Don't be silly. It's only a toy." Squeak smiled nervously. Into the lounge they stole, past the fireplace and past the ticking clock. Suddenly, Squeak froze in his tracks. There, peeping above the arm of the sofa, was a head with two sharp ears. "It's the cat! It's the cat!" he cried. "Squeak, round this way and that, harum scarum, round and back." "Don't be silly," said. "It's only a..."
Cushion. There's a phone in the bed.
"There is a phone in the bed." "Silly me," said Squeak. Into the kitchen tiptoed the two mice, across the floorboards and past the cupboard. Squeak peeked inside. He shivered and shook. There in the shadows was something furry. "It's the cat! It's the cat!" he cried. "Squeak, round this way and that, harum scarum, round and back." "Don't be silly," said Nibbles. "It's only a feather duster." "Phew!" sighed Squeak. Just then, Nibbles spotted the chocolate cake on the table. It didn't take them long to find their way up to it. Soon after, their paws and whiskers were licky and sticky with chocolate. "Yum," sighed Nibbles. "I could eat all day." Squeak was a hungry mouse, but also a worried mouse, a scared mouse, a want-to-go-home mouse.
Did you try it?
So Nibbles scrambled down the fridge, and Squeak and the cake followed. They heaved the cake across the floor, but just as they reached the door, a shadow fell across their path. "It's the cat! It's the cat!" cried Squeak. "Don't be silly," said Nibbles. "It's only the cat! Run, Squeak!" Squeak around this way and that, harum-scarum, round and back. The big ginger cat narrowed his eyes and opened his claws and pounced. But the cat found himself caught in a web of string. The more he struggled, the more he became tangled, until soon he was tied up like a fat ginger basil. A mad cat, a sad cat, a feeling a fool cat. Dear, oh dear. Squeak was no longer a small or scared mouse. He was bold as a lion mouse. And the next time he met the big ginger cat, he just said, "Boo!" And that's the wee story of Scaredy Mouse. We like that, don't we?
Puppy now.
Pardon?
It's a raised puppy.
Puppy?
Yeah.
I think it's time to sleep.
It's a raised puppy.
Time to sleep. One story is allowed at bedtime. You snuggle down and we'll have another story tomorrow night.